Today's readings speak about how people plot a lot of evil in order to have something they intend to have. But the evil does show at times, and then they have to pay the price for it. In today's first reading, Ahab is the one who had got rid of Naboth in order to get his vineyard and other possessions. But it is the prophet who tells him that he has done evil and that God will punish him. The good thing is that Ahab immediately repents, does penance, and God sees that he is repentant and saves him. In today's gospel, we find Jesus speaking about forgiveness also, about how God is constantly forgiving us. And as we are images of God, we also need to forgive each other. To forgive is difficult. I always like that example of the Saint Maria Rani, who was stabbed to death by a Hindu, and he was sent to prison. But it was while he was in prison that the family of Sister Maria Rani contacted him and told him that they had forgiven him and they would like him to be, reconciled with God. Things happened well, and that person was very grateful that the family had accepted him as a brother and that they had forgiven him. It's not easy. We find that many people who suffer either the death of someone at the hands of another, or who are defrauded, or who have suffered some kind of situation at the hands of others, they are not ready to forgive. And yet, when we do forgive, we are not condoning or accepting the evil done by others, but we are just saying we want to be free of carrying the burden of this situation. And you will notice a great change in you when one starts praying for the one who has hurt us, wishing well for him or her. Things turn around and and we feel good, and God's blessings come on us. Today is also the feast of Saint Methodius, and I was reading about him. In the 9th century, he was a monk, did much for the upholding of the sacred images. It was a time in the Eastern Church where they were destroying images or any representation of God, and many priceless works went to dust. But Methodius spoke to the emperor on a number of occasions, telling him, if you yourself have representations of yourself on coins or elsewhere, why can't you allow a representation of God to be venerated and honored? And we admire him for persisting with his efforts, being exiled, being kept in detention for many years, but he was faithful to his mission. May our readings today give us great hope that God blesses us when we try to forgive others. He gives us the grace to extend forgiveness, just as others extend forgiveness to us. Amen.